I'm making a massive patch today called Legato bass. It sounds quite a cool bass. It's very bright sounding and it's quite an easy patch to make, so let's get to it. I'll give you an example first of what it sounds like with my inserts and the massive settings, just to show you what it sounds like. So here we go. It's quite an epic sound, it's quite a big sound, so I'll take you through it step by step. I'll turn off all my inserts and that and reset my massive channel. Right, so first thing you want to do is go to File, New Sound within Massive. This will give you the... that's quite a flat sound, so the first thing we want to do is go to your first oscillator and pick pulse width modulation, the first one on the first menu. Sounds like that. Now we'll turn the dial, first dial right down to 0, and we won't be able to hear anything audible like if you play your keys now. So we'll turn up the pulse width. This will create quite a buzzy sound. We'll put it at like 12 o'clock. This is the basis for our sound. Second thing we do is go to LFO5, put your X fade curve straight to the top, so it's a pure sine wave and not a mixture of the two. We'll keep the rate as it is, and we will drag this, left click and drag this to the pulse width modulation's first slot here, and we will just increase this slightly. Gives it more of a detuned kind of feel, a wider, thicker. So we've done that. We'll add in a low pass 2 filter on filter 1. Take the resonance right down to 0, and this gives you control over the cutoff frequency that you could automate within Logic or with a macro control. So if you just keep it at like 80% just now, so we could hear the full thing. Right, so that's that. Next thing would be go to your voicing tab, turn the voicing onto monophonic and the trigger onto legato. That's what creates our pitch, overlapping notes alteration. So it'll glide from the first note to the other. It sounds quite cool. Let's see what we've got now. You hear that? It glides from the first note to the second note. Turn it off, it'll change. We'll just back to the first one. Yeah, big difference. Right, so we'll put it on legato and monophonic. And you could change the glide time in your oscillators tab, but just keep it at 12 o'clock. That's quite a good setting. Right, so we've got that. The last thing to do would be turn on your modulation oscillator and put on the phase of one oscillator. That adds more brightness to the sound, makes it quite edgy. That's all we need for the patch. That's all the patch consists of. It's my inserts that give it more depth and stuff. I'll go over that in a second. So if you want to do that, just go to File, Save As, Legato Bass, and that'll be our sound. See, it's quite, it's got no like room feel to it, none. So the first thing we'll do is EQ it. So if you want to copy my EQ, just a little boost in the low end. Depends what you want to use it for, really. If you want to use it as a lead sound, you'd do boost more of the high frequencies. I don't know, it just sounded good like this. So that's the first thing we do. Next thing we do is add in a compressor, just light compression. Just compressor threshold down to -11. Just have it on regular platinum compressor. Attack comes in quite late to preserve the sound. A ratio of 2:1, which is quite a light ratio, and so that's that light compression. Sample delay. If you want to delay it by around 350, that's adds more width to the sound. You'll be able to hear this more if you have headphones on. If you hear it without it. Yeah, you can definitely hear a difference. The thing with this, if you're making a bass sound, it's good to keep the bass in the middle of the stereo field, so having the sample delays maybe not the best thing for a low bass sound, but for like a higher kind of lead sound is what I was playing at the start. It sounds good, so we'll keep that on at that setting, and we'll turn our space designer on, which will be our last insert, and I've got it as a clean room reverb, and just -17 decibels of reverb and full dry signal. That just adds great depth to the sound. We'll see what it sounds like without it. As you can see, it doesn't have any overtones or harmonics in it, whereas adding this reverb gives it great depth. Yeah, so it sounds quite a big sound. You could use as a lead or anything like that. So hopefully this has helped you guys create a good legato bass and lead. Leave any comments, and like and subscribe. Cheers, thanks.